Hey everybody, it's me, Aggie, and I'm going to go live. I need to live stream into Facebook, so give me just 1 second to set that up. All right, I hit that live button, and we should be live soon. Looks like we are. Hi everybody, it's me. I'm Agnes Friedlander. Everybody calls me Aggie. I am with Agnes Friedlander Studio. I host a membership called The Painter's Journey. And this is my latest class. It's called Autumn Floral. And I'm going to be doing the resin on it today. So there's a full-fledged class available on my website, agnesfriedlander.com, or you can join my membership and get all the classes that I offer. So this is about 10 by 30. Art resin said I needed 10 ounces. Let me throw my gloves on. And I've already poured my resin. I've already measured it and started stirring it, but I need to finish stirring it. And I'm just going to do some drizzling with you. So happy Monday. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Oh, my tape got stuck on here. So here's my resin. I'm using a Dollar Tree cup, 4-cup capacity cup. Oh, somehow I'm on blood thinners. I know, I'm a glass artist and I'm on blood thinners. I must have nicked my wrist on something. So you want to stir it until it is completely clear. And art resin suggests 3 minutes. I'm probably stirring a little fast here. But 3 minutes or until it is completely, clear and you don't see any lines of it not being clear. Does that make sense? No, not really. It's like you'll see swirls of clear and kind of opaque, and then it's not really totally mixed yet. So you want to scrape the sides, pull it up from the bottom. All of this information is available on Art Resin's website. They have fabulous, thorough, detailed information on best practices when using resin. And of course, all of my art, I use either art resin, or there is one other one I use, but really lately I've only been using art resin, and it looks like it's getting more clear. We're almost there. And the reason is because it's made by artists for artists. It is safe to use. It does not yellow. I guess under some conditions, people have reported that it can yellow. But for the most part, I have had really great luck with it. All right, I need to put a bandage on this little spot on my wrist. I don't know. Sometimes glass goes flying and perhaps it hit my wrist. So let me just put a bandage on real quick, which is going to be fun since I'm wearing gloves. Hey, you never know what's going to happen when you're live. All the fun things always happen, right? I managed to do it. Yay! And it really matches my skin tone, doesn't it? All right, let me check comments. See if I've got anyone here with me. Hello, looks like I've got Lori. How you doing today, Lori? Hello, hello. We got someone else. I don't know who. Say hello if you're watching on replay later. So yes, there are a lot of bubbles in here, but don't worry about that. We're going to remove those with a heat gun or a flame torch. Okay, So it's totally clear now. Hopefully you can tell that. The cup itself is not completely clear, but okay. And then what I did to prepare before I start pouring the resin, because I can be a little bit klutzy, I just fling the resin on. And what you want to do is kind of just protect the frame. So I put my frog tape around the top of this frame so that I don't accidentally drizzle resin on it. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Are we ready? I'm going to start where I've got, glass first. And art resin says to not, you don't want to like pour it on. You want to gently drizzle it on to give it time to settle into all the crevices and all that good stuff. The idea is to put less than you think you need, but you got to make sure you have everything covered. And it does cover up the sharp edges somewhat, but not completely. But the nice thing about using a framed substrate like this is that it's kind of protected. The glass is, encased inside of this framed area, and more than likely people are not going to hurt themselves on it. But that's not guaranteed. You do want to kind of warn people. So, and under those sunflower petals, there is going to be some air bubbles. I just embrace that. I don't worry about that. I just let that be. So it really is fun. It is so fun experiencing this kind of art. And I guess that's what I want to let everybody know about. If you've never cut glass with a pair of nippers, it's so easy. It's so much fun. It is just, deep joy in your belly. And I want you to experience it. So this is the next best thing. You can watch me. You can watch me pour the resin on. It is a fun, fun thing. So drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. And it's going to seep down, get in between all the little crevices, and pretty much spread out all over. There might be some spots where you have to kind of force it to spread. But that is easy enough to do. So yeah, in this class, I showed you how to paint everything. I even, this was kind of a really unique class, actually. It's the first time I've really shown my students how to develop your own sketches. And we went through and sketched all different kinds of things that would be seen on a fall floral, some of which I, of course, did not use in this piece. So there's different sketches in there that you can use, and you can design your own floral arrangement. Isn't that awesome? I think it is so awesome. And I also taught how to mix your colors. We did 2 different colorways, this beachy light colorway, and then also a more vibrant, typical fall set of colors. So I am just continuing to drizzle. And you want to just kind of try to keep track of where you have and where you have not drizzled to make sure you don't miss parts. And you've got about a 45-minute working time, so plenty of time. And to set up for resin, if you want to see my complete setup and how I do all the things. You should take one of my classes. I include this bonus class called how to cut glass and how to resin glass. So no worries if you've never done this and you're looking at this thinking, wait a minute, how do you do this? This looks like so much. It's it's very different, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. It is worth checking it out because I got to tell you, my art has really gotten noticed. I'm on Pinterest and I still get people contacting me just about every week. I love your art because they saw something on Pinterest. And I'm very grateful for that. I think I even did a free, I don't, do they still have the Pinterest TV? I did a free class. I did a flag on Pinterest TV. That was fun. So if you wanted to see something totally free, you could go check that out. I'm going to check comments now, see what anybody might be saying here. Andy, good morning. Dolores, good morning. Um, Andy says it's been an awesome class. Yes, thank you, Andy. Yeah, I was so proud of you seeing your color test that you did. And yeah, the thing to keep in mind with acrylic paints is that they do dry a little bit darker than how they appear when wet. So I still do my color practice sheets. I still do them. And I come up with a color palette before I even start my painting. I know what colors I'm going to use. That's just part of my process. It kind of has to be when you're teaching. Um, and it just happened to be a good thing for, the work that I sell too, because I don't waste time then, winding up with colors that don't work, because I've already tested them out and know what's going to work. And this is the way a lot of artists work. It may look like they're just happenstance coming up with stuff on the fly, but more than likely they've been using those tubes of color in all of their work for years, so they know what to expect. And of course, that's what we do in the painter's journey. We use a standard set of paint colors. I prefer golden fluid acrylics. And we've got our standard colors that we use that when you start using them, you know what to expect. You know how to get this gorgeous peach. You know how to get this fabulous teal, this beachy blue on the pumpkin. So it is so much fun. And painting is just easier when you have that part figured out, when you don't have to worry about every little thing, because there's already enough to think about, right, you guys? We're thinking about our brush strokes. We're thinking about, okay, am I painting too much, not enough? A lot of painters are always concerned with blending, and I say, don't worry about blending. Stop the blending madness. I'm starting to get a little nervous that I might not have enough resin. That happens to me just about every time. So if you've got a question, I am live on my Agnes Friedlander YouTube channel. So welcome. If it's your first time seeing me live, welcome, welcome. Thank you for watching. I resined last night too and went live on my channel. So yay, 2 videos. I don't know if you can hear, but Charlie fell asleep already. Charlie's over there somewhere. I hear him snoring. It's like my husband. They can fall asleep in like 2 minutes. I'm so jealous. It's not fair, man. And last night when I went live, Mark was making some green smoothies, and I didn't realize you could really hear the Vitamix blender going. You could really hear it upstairs. Like, whoa. And later on, he's like, "Why didn't you tell me you could hear it?" I'm like, "I didn't know that it would be that um, noticeable." So sorry about that. So I have almost all the glass covered, and then I can make sure I have all the outer edges covered, the very edges of all this stuff, and then start pulling it. And it's going to be really tight on if I have enough resin or not. There is a lot right here in the middle, so I could probably use my spatula and kind of paint it everywhere. You can kind of pick it up in one area and put it in another. All right, and I might do that. I'm going to save what little bit I've got left here. Well, maybe I'll put a little more over here because this is really a little empty. And I'm going to grab this spatula thing that I got and see how I can scoop this up and put it, kind of spread it into another place. And, it will ultimately all even out and spread out. Just have to make sure your table is level, and I did check it. My Etsy has been going a little crazy lately with people favoriting. I think people are shopping. That's what that sound was. So thank you if you follow me and you're favoriting. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Oh. Spread, spread, spread. So this little tool comes in really handy for getting into those little spaces. I might have to just spread that a little bit more. All right. You hear his cute little snores. Okay, needed just a little bit more right there. And here and here. Thank goodness, it looks like I do have enough. Okay, spread that around a little bit. And if you've got any questions, I will answer them in just a minute. So what we're going to do next is use a little kitchen torch to get rid of all the air bubbles, or most of them anyway. I don't really sweat it if there's a few. So I'm just checking all these edges that the resin goes all the way. And it looks like it does. Oh, I see one spot that I missed. I think that's it. Well, believe it or not, empty spot right there. So make sure you've got really good lighting, and you can double check yourself with like a flashlight or a little LED light and just really shine it on there and scrutinize it. Sometimes I have to fix the angle of like a leaf. Now, if you really can't stand the air bubbles underneath the petals, the sunflower petals, you can lift them. So I'm just going to show you. I'm going to get a toothpick out and just lift the petal up so that the resin seeps under there. See that? Of course, I trapped another bubble. It's a little bit risky. You might cause yourself more grief, than you want. That like that one just doesn't wanna cooperate. But these were such perfect circles that they were kind of bothering me, so that there's a small one trapped under there, but I'm not gonna worry about that one so much. There's another one. Oh, I don't know if I can do this one. A little better. Last one. Okay, I think that looks better. Oh, I see a little spot where I missed. So let me hit that real quick. I mean, I had just enough resin. Wow. Oh, I see another little tiny crevice. So yeah, I'll probably go around with my LED light and really double check this. Okay, so now we're gonna use the flame torch and just get rid of air bubbles. I'm gonna check comments with you guys. Well, I can't. I have too much resin on my glove. Let me wipe my glove off before I touch my mouse on my computer. Okay. Ooh, what just happened? Are these the comments? Okay. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning, Kathy. For some reason, my screen is frozen. Just go out and come back in. Oh, everybody's frozen. Oh, I wonder what happened. Shoot. Okay, well, hopefully we're back. I don't know what else to do. Huh. All right. Well, I don't know. It seems to be okay now. So anyway, I'm going to use my heat gun. Get rid of those bubbles. Looks good. All right. And then I'm going to fish out. I do see a couple little pieces of debris that happens. Just want to fish those out with a Q-tip. I mean, with a toothpick. And then we are all set. I think that's it. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. Hope you liked it. And again, if you want to check out any of the classes, just head on over to agnesfriedlander.com. Bye.